Now that you have some groups in your class, some grading groups, uh, or even if you don't have grading groups, there's a powerful thing you can do in Schoology where you can make assignments just for individual students or just for groups instead of for the whole class as a whole. So here's how you do this. Let's say that I want to make an assignment for this class. I'm going to add an assignment, and then it pops up here. Okay, so we will say that this is read Caesar's Gallic Wars. Read this in Latin. Okay, and I'm going to be generous. I'll give them a week to finish this. And this class doesn't have any categories, so because it's just kind of a weird class, so don't worry about that. But the main thing you're looking for is down here at the bottom. This first icon says individually assign. And here's where, if you click on that, you can assign it to an individual student, or to a few students, or to a group of students if you've defined a group. So to do that, I click Assign To. And remember, I set up a group of Latin 2. So that only the students who are in Latin 2 are going to see this assignment. If there's another student, like I say, okay, I want to assign it also to Ryan Huckabee, even though he's not in that group, I can do that. So now this assignment will only appear for those students. It will only show up on their grade book. It will only be factored into their grades, if this were a graded assignment. It won't appear for any of the other students. It won't be there where you have to tell some students, okay, well, I put this assignment in, but you don't have to do that. This is only for such students. You can do that entirely independently. So then you just click Create, and here's the assignment. Okay, and those particular students, for example, let's see what that looks like from the student perspective. Okay, now here is Rachel Caldwell. She's in the Latin 2 class. So I'm going to preview the course as it appears for her. Okay, she sees this assignment, read Caesar's Gallic Wars. Okay, but let's say there's another student here, Kaylee Fryman. Okay, she's not in that group. Notice that assignment doesn't show up for her. It only shows up for the people in that group. So this is a very powerful way that you can deal with things. You could also see this. You could also do this. Let's say that you have a student who is seriously ill and he misses a couple of weeks of class. And when he comes back, you don't want to make him do all of the work that was done for 2 weeks. You just want to say, okay, do this, and maybe you even come up with some specialized assignments. Okay, I want you to do on your math page 45, just do the first 2 questions. And in history, just answer this one question. You could set up individual assignments just for that student. They would appear only for him. They would go into his grade book, but not for anybody else. So this is a very powerful thing that you can do to deal with individual situations in your classes.